Carolina in the morning news time, 6:22. Let's get you outside with your Easy Pro Express First Alert Skycam from Southport. Let's think about the Spring Festival this Saturday. Also think House Street here between Bay and Moore. Nice place for a walk. A breezy place for a walk this morning. See some pedestrians from time to time on the camera view. And speaking of walk, let's bring in Java for your dog walking forecast. It is a tongue out Tuesday, and I don't keep the official stats, but this has to be some kind of length record. Tony, appreciate the photo of your best guy. Let's take you from 7 a.m. with bright and brightening skies, balmy breezes. These are southwesterlies, this wind flow, so 60s greeting you out the door this morning. And there'll be an option for some lower 80s to mix in with the 70s this afternoon. Also a slim option for a passing shower or storm with a tiny percentage with a next front coming through late today. That'll cool us down, so be alert for that. But then over Easter weekend, the 80s roar back. A lot of talk of temps. Currently, let's just confirm those 60s. Now, get fit with 6.